Welcome to the TransformationCoach.me podcast. I'm your host, Adam Shively, and I'm on a 1 million pound mission. I've personally lost over 100 pounds, and I've applied what I've learned from my own transformation journey to help my hometown clients lose over 35,000 pounds in just 5 years. Now, I'm on a mission to produce over 1 million pounds of results by delivering weekly tips, motivation, and my best transformation strategies to my podcast listeners, blog readers, and everybody I interact with through social media and my online coaching programs. The perfect time to start your transformation is now. So let's do this. This episode of the TransformationCoach.me podcast is brought to you by my free Defeat the Cheat Facebook group. Just go to www.defeatthecheat.com and join the awesomeness. We share daily tips, recipes, motivation. We do a free challenge every single month, and you will feed off of that energy. Everybody needs their tribe, and this is your transformation tribe. We're going to lock arms and help you get better results. So hop on over to defeatthecheat.com and request to join. We'll see you inside the group. All right, my friends, what is up? It's your buddy Adam, and this is episode number 48 of the TransformationCoach.me podcast. We are going to bring it again. I've got another good one for you. This one is the pain of growth versus the pain of decay. The two separate paths that pain is involved in. One is good, one is bad. And we're going to dive on into these today. Quickly, I want to give you guys a shout out. The feedback has been awesome. I appreciate the reviews on iTunes, aka Apple Podcasts. They changed the name of it. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but we got to call it Apple Podcast now, I guess. But I'm super excited about the feedback. As always, I love getting messages on Facebook, Instagram. Just follow at TransformationCoach.me and let's interact. Get in my Facebook group, the Defeat the Cheat group. It's a rowdy group, and I love going live on there, doing Q&A, all that good stuff. But now, back to episode number 48, the pain of growth versus the pain of decay. So, there's this common trap that I think that we all tend to fall into from time to time, or maybe all the time, myself included. Now, I'm not excluding myself on this one. But we get to thinking along the lines of, if I could just make XYZ happen, then things will get easy for me. And so when I'm working with clients, I'm going to hear comments along the lines of something like, if I can just lose 30 pounds, I'll have this diet thing figured out, and it's going to be smooth sailing from here. Or maybe you're thinking, if I can just get this big promotion, then I'll be able to afford to take more time for the gym, and my schedule's going to be easy, yo. Maybe it's more along the lines of, if I can just hang in there until the kids start going to school, things will open up in my schedule, and it's going to be easy to get my workouts in, right? So today, my friends, I'm going to talk to you about switching up our focus from making things easy in the future to striving to make our current reality better. And this is an important shift because this is something I've just kind of recently come upon. All right, so this is new stuff. This is new thinking out of the brain of Adam. So that's dangerous territory, my friends. It's a crazy place inside my mind. But I want to begin with an example from my own recent history. All right, and I don't talk about this because I don't like to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. So for those of you that are new to my blog and my podcast, you may or may not know that I own a fitness facility here in my hometown of Bloomington, Indiana. And about 4 years ago, we were renting space in what I thought at the time was a great situation. It was a great, big, beautiful 8,000 square foot building in a great location. But one day, I get a phone call from one of my instructors at the facility, and they're freaking out because the roof was leaking. There were holes everywhere, and it was leaking inside of our studio. And there were buckets everywhere and ceiling tiles falling, and it was just a mess. So this situation turned into a complete disaster, as the landlord was actually trying to put a brand new roof on our building during the absolute worst winter our town has experienced in many, many, many years. So this was like daily episodes of indoor flooding, ceiling tiles falling down in the studio during classes and personal training sessions, and this is that general gross, moldy smell that comes along with all that moisture. So this was a nightmare. Like, when I talk about flooding, there was a time when I had some clients in for lunch in the studio, and we hear water, and we filled up 5 32-gallon trash cans in like 30 seconds. And we were just screaming at the people doing the roof, and the ice would freeze up, and then it would melt because it was a blacktop roof, and then it would flood inside of our building as they were poking holes in the roof. I mean, it was a disaster. All right, so at that point, I set off on a quest to improve our situation as best as I could, and I ended up purchasing the great building in a great location that we're still in today, very happy with. So it led to a good thing. But the only issue is that we had been paying rent on this old moldy smelling location for the past 4 years. So I got the mortgage at the new place, I got the rent at the other place, and that has sucked big time. So the stress load during this time period was obviously super high as I tried to find subleasers so we could survive this period and finish out our lease. We weren't able to get out of the lease. I know a lot of you are thinking, like, just get out of the lease. The old studio, we couldn't get out of that lease because the landlord was making an effort to fix everything. So they technically weren't negligent from a legal standpoint. So trust me, I was looking into that avenue, and it would not work. So my main focus point during this time period was that once we wrap up this lease, we're only going to have to worry about the building that we actually own, and things will be easy. So I fell into that trap, right? Just do this one thing, and then things will be easy, and we can relax. So I thought that once I crossed this virtual finish line, again, I'd be able to relax for a second and just do what I do best, which is help people transform their bodies and rehabilitate their lifestyles. Just focus on just impacting people. Good to go. So, like I said in the intro, this is a trap that we all fall into on the reg, all right? We push hard through a tough situation with the mindset of just finish this, and then we can relax because things will be easy from that point on. All right, so just as my butt cheeks started to unclench themselves, all right, they felt that little, that relax. So just as I hit that point at this situation, we actually learned that we've got a couple of really large competitors moving into town. And all of a sudden, I feel like I'm living out the story from the movie Dodgeball, where we're the good guy, like homegrown, average Joe's gym, and we're taking on all these evil Globo gym franchises that are moving into town, trying to steal our clients and all that stuff. So, and that happened simultaneously as we finished the lease. So, the moral of the story is that we can't fixate ourselves on that imaginary easy zone finish line that's going to lead us to letting our guard down and losing some momentum. So it's good to have goals, but we can't assume that once we achieve those that it's like smooth sailing, because there's a letdown, right? There's some disappointment. Like, dang, man, I thought it was going to be so much easier now that we got that whole, the other building and all this. But life continues to throw us curveballs, and whether it's business or relationships or weight loss, the same principle applies. All right, so let's say that you've got a goal to lose 30 pounds. Cool. Will things get easy once you hit 30 pounds? No. And you may not realize that now. You may be totally thinking, man, I just need to lose 30 pounds and I'm golden. But that isn't the way that it works. I need you to understand that. But things will be better than the place where you're at currently. And that is called growth. All right? So you're going to be better off, but we can't assume that it's going to be easy. Know the difference. Not easy, but better. All right? So I'm not telling you not to set goals, not to achieve, and things like that. I'm all about that. But we can't assume that easy finish line scenario. So in dealing with this concept, there are two types of pain that we're going to deal with. And the good news is that we're in control of which type that we're going to experience. We're going to choose between the pain of striving to improve, or we're going to choose the pain of decay and loss of momentum. So striving, we're improving, we're growing, or feeling the pain of decay, stagnation, losing the momentum, negative momentum, losing our results if we're talking body transformation. So let's say that you do drop that 30 pounds. That was your goal, and you hit it. And you are now obviously smarter that you've listened to me and what I've had to say. So you realize that things have gotten much better. That's something to be super proud of. All right? And you've improved with a lot of progress. Now, you also realize that things are not going to be easy just because you hit this goal. Right? We know this now. So you choose to experience the pain of growth instead of the pain of decay, and you decide to set that next level goal to do an obstacle course race this summer. All right? Now, you're going to have to experience some of those positive pain points of learning new things, training in a different way, getting outside of your comfort zone, and you are 100% cool with that because the alternate route leaves you much worse off. So at each point, we hit a new goal, and we choose, am I going to experience the pain of growth or the pain of decay? It's my choice. Where do I go from here? Right? So if you choose the pain of decay in this situation, all right, you're going to let your guard down and get comfortable for a minute. And that's the disaster waiting to happen, right? As you start to get out of the routine that you had established, with all those healthy habits, you start to deteriorate, and the weight starts to come back on. You lose momentum. And now you're just stressed out about re-losing that same 30 pounds, and you get sucked right into what I call the black hole of fitness doom. That's the pain of decay. All right? Now, before you start to sip on that haterade, I know what you're thinking. I want to be clear that I'm not saying that having a weight maintenance goal is a bad idea. Notice that, I use the example of a 30-pound weight loss, and then the next level goal was an obstacle course race. So I'm assuming that you want to maintain that 30 pounds. It may be, I've lost 30 pounds, now I want to drop 15 more, and I'm going to be at my ideal weight. But whatever that next level goal is, it may be weight related, it might not. All right? So I think it's a great idea to lose 30 pounds. If losing 30 pounds put you in a place where you look good, you feel good, and you perform well, then your next level goal needs to be to solidify that lifestyle and those habits, and that's going to mean that you need to experience some positive pain, right? Positive pain, the good kind. So you can't let your guard down and stop working from a plan. You can't stop tracking your workouts and your meals, all those things that are working for you. I've said this before, but sometimes people get along the lines of, this is working so well, I decided to quit doing it altogether. That sounds like a smart idea. So, letting your guard down and stop doing the things that are working, that is what's going to lead to the pain of decay. So the main point with this example is that you cannot relax and let go of the habits, the programs, the processes that produce the positive momentum in the first place. Got it? You guys got me? You hear me? All right, so let's put you into action. Because that's what I'm all about. This isn't, just sit back and listen to Adam and his big loud voice. This is doing it. We've got to apply. We've got to apply. We've got to apply, right? So what type of pain are you experiencing right now? Think about it. Let it soak in. Are you feeling the pain of getting outside of your comfort zone as you improve? You work hard, you learn new things, and you strive for that next goal? Or are you feeling the pain of decay and loss of momentum, where you feel like things are out of your control and you just aren't sure what's going on? You aren't sure what to do, but you know that things are heading in a bad direction. Pain of growth, pain of decay. There is no in between. There is no relaxation point where we just balance, there's this amazing balancing act. That doesn't happen. What are you doing? Growing or decaying? Now, if you're feeling the pain of decay, you have to take a deep breath and retract your head from your ass region. I was getting all serious there for a second. Like, wait a second. He's cursing again. So I'll say it again. If you're feeling the pain of decay, you have to take a deep breath and pull your head out of your ass this moment, right? This moment. It's time to get your mind right and start making progress again. Remember, if you are in decay mode, then you can switch to the growth mode. But you just have to be able to realize the situation that you're in. All right, so here are the questions I want you to ask yourself right now. All right, if you're in that pain, if you are feeling that pain, decay, these are the questions I want you to think about. Number one, what is the goal that I would most like to achieve in the next 6 to 12 months? All right. Number one goal for the next 6 to 12 months. Number two, based on the first question above here, what is a mini goal that you can achieve over the next 28 days that'll bring me closer to the goal? So a mini goal that is related to the bigger goal. That's number two. All right, number three, what types of growth pain am I going to have to be ready to experience in order to achieve this 28-day goal? So am I going to have to learn new things? Am I going to have to let go of ego and get a coach? Am I going to have to get outside of my comfort zone? Think along those lines. Number four, what is one action step that I can take in the next 24 hours that will put this all into motion so I can reverse my momentum, the mojo, and start making progress? So what's the one action step I can take in the next 24 hours that's going to help me put all of this into motion, reverse my momentum, and start making progress, the progress that I deserve? I'm willing to go through the pain, Adam. I'm ready to make some progress. So instead of focusing on crossing that imaginary, magical finish line where we think that everything's going to get easy, instead of that, focus on making your current situation better by experiencing the positive pain of striving, growing, getting better, and owning it, my friends. Owning it every meal, every workout, every day. I'll see you on the next episode. So before I let you guys go, I've got something new to tell you about. I've been getting a ton of messages from you guys asking me about getting started. What's the best way to get started? What should I do? How should I start using that amazing results formula that you talk about? So I've gone to work and I've created my new Transformation Foundation course. This is the perfect way, in my opinion, to launch a transformation. And you know what? It might be an even better fit for somebody if you are someone that has lost and then regained weight and you just need a fresh start. You need a home base. You need to lay that transformation foundation and build momentum. So with the course, you're going to get a 14-day program to kickstart your transformation momentum. You're going to get my Meltdown Classic Level 1 Nutrition Plan, which that's the base program that I use with my local clients that produced over 35,000 pounds of results so far. We've got online follow-along workouts that are perfect for anyone that is launching the transformation. I've got weekly 30-minute challenges to get you out of your comfort zone. I've got a system to help you make sure that you know how to set up a 28-day game plan. So you know how to put the pieces together with your nutrition, your fitness, your cheat bank, your recovery. It's all going to get mapped out and you're going to know how to do it. And you're going to gain some serious momentum by learning how to apply that amazing results formula. The best part is, as a loyal podcast listener, you're going to get 50% off. Just enter the promo code FOUNDATION, all caps in the checkout. You're going to save 50%. That brings the price down to just $25, and you're going to get your Transformation Foundation. To get more info on this awesome new option, just head on over to the website, transformationcoach.me. I'll see you inside the course.